Hey guys, I thought I'd make a YouTube live. I've done one actually, but I just came from the gym actually earlier, and I'm just in the mood for doing a video, just talking any questions you guys have, and I just want to talk about how I got good at Daygame and how you guys can get good at Daygame. So basically, I started off in I think it was 2015. I started doing Daygame. I found out the game from Neil Strauss. So if you want to get good at Daygame, yeah, of course you need to know the basic theory. So I recommend a few books that I would recommend guys read is, yeah, I mean, The Game by Neil Strauss kind of got me motivated into it. So I recommend The Game by Neil Strauss if you just want to know the history behind game and stuff. The Mystery Method is quite a good book, and The Natural by Richard Loruna was a really good book as well. I also recommend Rational Male by Rollo Tomassi, which is quite a good book as well if you want to understand the human biology and theory behind dating and mating. But yeah, the question is, how do you guys get good at Daygame? How can you accelerate your dating life in 2019? How can you get the results that you're after? And it all starts with action, making yourself accountable to go out, for example, and do minimum, I would say, 20 to 30 approaches a week. So if you have a full-time job, you need to do it on your lunch break. You need to do it after work. Just like the gym routine. I've only been to the gym once this week, but I'm going to go tomorrow and Sunday. So I try and go minimum 3 times a week. So yeah, you need to be putting in the actions, the work. You can't be sitting behind your keyboard expecting to get good at Daygame. It's just not going to happen. You've got to be going out consistently, taking action, and yeah, I mean, the way you get good at Daygame, guys, is ultimately you've got to go through a lot of dates, a lot of rejection, a lot of failures, a lot of flakes, and eventually you will just start seeing patterns and behaviors, and you'll start to realize that it's not as difficult as you thought. But most guys give up, and when they start getting feedback from girls, like start getting rejection, flakes, they start to give up. So realize that the failure is the success. So all right, Elf, how you doing, mate? What if it's just Benny? What if you're just not meant for women? That women require of us feels so abnormal to me. Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. In the West, I would say women have become more entitled, and yeah, they are quite demanding. So I don't know what your type of girl is, but I find that if you go out of England and if you start traveling, go to like South America, Asia, the women are a lot more feminine, and they don't have all these requirements and stuff. Because yeah, in my opinion, girls in Eastern Europe and South America, Asia are more feminine, and they don't have all these demanding requirements. And the girls in England, I mean, of course, there are some hot girls, but they're not that. Yeah, they're not that attractive compared to other countries. I'd say they don't offer a lot compared to other feminine women from other countries. So you are meant for women, Elf. You can do it, man. I mean, you've got potential in you. You've just got to believe it. You've got to take action. And then you start getting these results. You start to believe, actually, you know, I am good enough. But yeah, you need that initial validation. But then after a while, you won't need it from women. So yeah, actually, a few points I want to touch on. If you want to get good at Daygame, guys, it's not just putting in those 30 approaches a week. There's also, you've got to focus on other areas. So I want you guys hitting the gym, going to the gym 3 times a week, 3 to 4 times a week. I recommend doing, if you're a beginner in the gym, start doing a full body split. So 3 times a week, I recommend doing legs 3 times a week. And so hit each body part, roughly 3 sets, 3 times a week. So maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Give yourself 1 day of rest in between each day. So yeah, because if you want to become good at Daygame, you've got to work on all areas. So you don't just want to be the guy who's running around approaching. Of course, in the beginning, I recommend, guys, you immerse yourself in this to get good. But then what happens after a certain point is you start getting dates, etc., and then you have a look, you take a step back and you look at yourself, and you realize that you've got to work on other areas, because to be a high value man, you've got to have your shit together. You've got to hit the gym. You've got to be in good shape. You've got to have your purpose, focus on your purpose, and you've got to have something a lot bigger than the woman going for you in your life. How long did you struggle before getting good results? That's a good question. I would say, if you were asking about my first day game, yeah, actually, I started in January 2015. So I started getting dates after a few months. I remember I got my first day game lay. It was kind of a very lucky, to be honest. It was actually from Night Game. It was in a club, but yeah, that was my first day game lay. It was in April 2015. It wasn't really from day game though, to be honest. But then after, I would say, after 4 or 5 months, I started getting really good results. And I wasn't going out too consistently in the beginning. But yeah, I would say after 5 months of going out, I started to really, you need to internalize the skill set. So I think that takes 6 months of going out. And after a year, you should have it down pretty solidly. But yeah, probably I'd say 5 to 6 months. It depends on the guy. But then, yeah, I started getting loads of dates and stuff after 6 months of doing it. And yeah, getting lays and stuff. So yeah, hit the gym, guys, at least 3 times a week in the beginning. And also have a purpose outside of day game. Have a sense of purpose. What is your passion? What do you love in life? And go for that. Because women are going to spot you if you're just this guy who's running around the streets just doing approaching, and you've got nothing else going for you. So yeah, find out what your purpose is. If you're currently in a job you hate, you're doing 9 to 5, then you can start a side hustle. In the evenings, you can start working on your purpose and creating, pursuing your purpose and trying to create that freedom. So you can travel the world, you can do what you want. I mean, everybody's version of success is different to you, but I think having freedom in your dating life, you should also want to have freedom in your personal life, and freedom in your personal life and also in your business life as well. If you had purpose and were high value, you wouldn't be trolling the streets looking for girls. Actually, that's definitely not true. Basically, guys who hide behind their phone and Tinder and stuff, you're getting selected by women. You're not in life, guys. You want to be the chooser, not the chosen. So when you're out going about your life, if you see a girl, boom, you approach her. Or in the beginning, you've got to dedicate specific time to actually getting good at this skill set. Cold approach is a cheat code. You're not really. The average guy has access to maybe 50 girls through his social circle or Tinder. You know, you're getting selected by women. But when you learn this skill set, you've got access to the whole world. The whole world is your oyster. You've got 3.5 billion women that you could approach. A high value man doesn't waste time, Elf. He goes for what he wants. And you're like the lion. You're choosing. You're not waiting to be chosen. You're just going for what you want. Whereas on Tinder and all this other crap, you're kind of hiding behind your phone and being selected by women. So I would, in my opinion, that is low value. If you want to be a high value guy, you just go for what you want. And if you're going about your life, you just approach and you don't really have time. You just go for what you want. You know what I mean? That's how I see a high value dude. So yeah. You kind of got to not make excuses, even if you're not where you want to be in life in the beginning. You've still got to immerse yourself in the skill set and go out. 30 to, if you can, 50 approaches a week. And then once you get good, you can just sort of incorporate it into your lifestyle and just do it whenever you want, wherever you feel. So you could just do it as you're going to the gym, you can sort of incorporate it into your life. But in the beginning, you've got to. All right, Jay, how you doing, mate? Read books and work out every day. Yeah, it's very important to. I would say read books. Because you want to constantly be, if you want to update your belief systems, you've got to, number one, you've got to take action, but number two, you've got to install the knowledge from other people's brains that you don't have and put it inside here. The gym every day. Yeah, ideally try and do, if you can actually try and do 5 times a week in the gym. I mean, I was just saying 3, but if you really want to hit it, then go 5 times a week. And I mean, it's a balance of reading books but taking action, because a lot of people, they end up reading and they don't implement. So the key point is you learn something, implement it straight away. Otherwise, you can read all the books you want about Daygame, about starting your own business. But the truth is, if you're not living it, you don't know it. Lots of people say, "Oh, I know that." Well, you don't know that because you're not living it. So until you're living it, then you can say you know it. 5 times with weight and cardio. Exactly, Jay. That's awesome, man. I hope you're smashing the gym. For me, I don't actually do cardio. I just sometimes do intermittent fasting in the morning. So I might wake up and not eat for 2 hours and then have a coffee, then hit the gym, then come back. I recommend doing short, intense HIIT training like sprints. The long distance cardio, in my opinion, can be a little bit catabolic. Do I think polygamy is natural? Polygamy. So like multiple partners. I think as guys, we're designed to spread our seed, and that's why you see guys are constantly looking around, scanning, because you really want to be spreading your genes, don't you, guys? So that's kind of like what is known as the Coolidge effect. There was some sort of experiment done on rats, where basically they had sex. I think it was something like the rat had sex with a new partner, and they ejaculated much quicker with the new partner. So basically, that's been proven with humans as well, that guys, we get more turned on when we see a new partner. So women have a different strategy, which is obviously they're looking for resources and stability in terms of possibly sailing down, having kids, but also looking for that strong genes, alpha DNA. So I think that we're monogamish, and I think that men are more polygamous. Polygamy is more natural because we want to spread our seeds. But I think monogamy is more of it's been more kind of made mainstream by marriage and stuff. How long do I spend at the gym? About an hour to 45 minutes. I try and keep my workouts very short now. So usually 1 hour is about enough. Is that societal or genetic? I think it's very much genetic. We are just programmed to spread our seed, and but of course men as well have we do have that genetic. We do want to find a wife and have kids, but after we've had kids, once that's out of the way, men are then looking again, scanning around the room for new women. So I think that marriage has made monogamy more mainstream, but before that, I think look at guys. A lot of guys are in empty nest marriages and they're not really happy. So I'm not saying I'm not saying marriage is good or bad. I'm just saying it isn't mainly in favor of women, to be honest. In your 20s, just focus on your purpose, focus on hitting the gym, getting your social life of abundance down, getting as many experiences as you can. And then if you do want to find a girl, friend, or, have a wife, if that's really what you want, then I will say, do it in your mid 30s, I will buy Feel the Fear and do anyway. Yeah, I've read that book. Susan Jeffers, it's a very good book. Basically, the concept of that, as the title says, is whenever you're feeling that fear, you should be moving towards that. That's where the growth is. I mean, most people, that's why their life sucks. That's why they don't get dates. That's why they don't get laid. It's because they're following the mainstream narrative. They think they need to meet girls through Tinder, being a little pussy hiding behind their phone. They don't hit the gym. They're not pursuing their purpose. So if you guys go out, you do 20 approaches a week, you hit the gym 3 times a week, and you start pursuing your purpose, you're going to be massively ahead of the average guy is very like chody, to be honest. Only in the last 30 years, society has been pushing men to feel the need for this promiscuity. No, that's not true, actually. Men have always been naturally promiscuous. It's actually women who have become more promiscuous due to feminism and how they've been, because of the pill and all these other things and online dating. Social media have made it easier for women, which is actually great. You should be not complaining about this. Use this stuff to your advantage. We feel like loser beta males if we just want one girl. Yeah, doesn't make you a beta male for that, but you need to be choosing a relationship from a place of strength, so not coming from a place of scarcity. So that's why I say get lots of experiences, so then you can identify what you like in a girl, what you don't like. But if you've only ever had one girl and you just say, well, I'm just going to settle with her, you're fucking missing out on so much. Do I watch Karma TV, Street Attraction? Simon Spencer, knows Johnny Berber. Natural lifestyles. The natural lifestyles use meditation a lot to help with confidence. I don't know who Karma TV is. I know Street Attraction, and I personally know Simon Spencer. He actually, it's a funny story. He actually, coached me back in university. And yeah, me and Johnny are really good mates. He coached me as well. So I'm friends with Simon and Johnny. And I do watch James Marshall. I think he's pretty awesome. I don't necessarily agree with too much meditation. I think it can be useful. I think using Headspace in the morning for beginners is quite good. But I believe the outer game stuff will change the inner game. So more action will change your inner world. If you just sit in your room humming and hawing with a candle, it's not going to change. You've got to go out, and the way you update your belief systems is by taking massive action. And when you take massive action, you start to update your belief systems, but it can't be the other way around. You can't just sort of meditate in a room. I would say do that as part of the action plan, but don't just rely on meditation. But yeah, Johnny and Simon, they're awesome, and they helped me a lot. And Johnny was helping with the inner game stuff more. He's more of an inner game guy. Multiple partners create single mums and broken families, which makes children grow up badly, creating a broken society. Multiple partners create single mum, which makes children grow up badly. Yeah, of course, there's been studies showing that single mums, when they're looking after the kid, obviously the kid who's brought up by a single mother doesn't do nearly as well as children who've been raised with a father figure. That is definitely true. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's caused by not necessarily by multiple partners. That's not really the cause of it. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I think it's very important to have a strong father figure in your life growing up. It's very important, and that's why a lot of girls develop daddy issues. Simon Spencer retired. Yeah, I know he retired. But yeah, he's gone on to do entrepreneur things. I'm actually going to be on my channel. I don't know if you guys are interested. I'm going to be interviewing one of my friends who's into property. I could tell you guys about entrepreneurship, because I think as becoming good at Daygame, you need to sort out your lifestyle and have that freedom to be able to move around where you want, when you want. And the whole point of Daygame is putting you in that boss mentality where you can decide what you want to do when you want to do it. So I think it's important for you guys to do that in your business life as well. I'm not saying you have to start your own business, but there's so much freedom now on the internet that, yeah, I'll do some interviews with some entrepreneurs and put it on my channel. Jordan Peterson is, yeah, he's a cool guy. I watched him a little bit. The best at picking up women are you and all the UK pickup artists. The American pickup artists are not as good as you. Thanks, Jay, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think that the American guys can be a little bit flashy, a lot of flash game, a lot of it is bullshit. And a lot of them are hired actresses. It's not really solid game. Of course, there are some really decent guys in America, very good, like, yeah, Todd Valentine is awesome, but I do believe that some of them are just sort of flashy, yeah, very fake. So yeah, it's London. I think when you see London Daygame, it's completely natural. It's very solid, cold approach game. Whereas yeah, you see all these nightclubs, venues, and it doesn't feel very authentic, congruent. So I don't really resonate with the whole night game thing. And I'm talking about day game on this channel. I'm not a night gamer, and I don't enjoy it. I mean, some guys do, but I don't like going out late at night drinking, being another chode. So the whole point of day game is you're supposed to be different, differentiate yourself. It's not, I don't really like loud, high energy places. I don't know about you guys. I like to go out in the day when it's silent and you actually meet women for who they actually are, because a lot of girls in the nighttime put on this fake persona. There's all this fake value, VIP table bullshit. You don't need to deal with this in the daytime. You just go up, say what you think, and yeah, arrange a date or go on an instant date, A chode is just a slang word, actually. It comes from RSD. It just means a guy who is really uncalibrated, who's very awkward, who is it's like an incel sort of, not really like an incel, but an uncalibrated nerdy sort of guy who doesn't get laid, or just follows the mainstream. Yeah. No, I've never met you, Elf, but it's just a nickname that people say. But even if some guys are chodes, you can change that. You can become the kind of guy you want through taking action. I mean, I used to be chody myself, and it's just behavioral traits we've been taught and conditioned by society. It's sort of like the nice guy syndrome. The nice guy, you've been taught to be nice, buy them flowers, be patient, which is all bullshit. It's all backwards. Women are very much backwards, guys. So yeah, you guys, you want to get good at day game, you've just got to immerse yourself in it in the beginning. So spend like 30 to 50 approaches a week. And yeah, if you look at my conversational tip video, my mum taught me to be nice. Yeah, lots of mums taught you to be nice, but if you listen to your mum's advice, it will get you nowhere. Because unfortunately, there's a good metaphor. It's like if you want to catch a fish, you don't ask a fish how to catch a fish. You ask the fisherman how to catch the fish. So women will tell you one thing, but they'll do another. So look at women's actions. Don't look at their words. Women say, I want a nice guy. But then if you ask who their ex-boyfriend was, he's a bad boy. He's the complete opposite of what they said. So yeah, I don't, learn from guys who actually get results. Don't ask women for advice on women because they're backwards. I do not like night game. I rather day game, but I do like how you do it. Stopping people on the street. I think it's easier to approach women when they are still, like grocery store, clothing store, coffee shop. Yeah, I agree with you, mate. I don't like night game either, and I think it's a lot more natural doing it in the daytime. You don't have to deal with lots of cock blocks, lots of loud music. You don't have to queue up. You don't have to jump through so many hoops, get past bouncers, and the club is basically trying to hustle you. If you don't know who the sucker in the room is, it's you. So in the club, they're just hustling you. Whereas in the daytime, you are hustling society, which is awesome. You're going against the mainstream narrative. So yeah, coffee shops are one of the best places actually to meet girls, in my opinion. And clothing shops, you know, there's so many girls. If you want to meet hot girls, go to the high-end clothing shops like Topshop, H&M, Zara. On a Saturday, you're going to be guaranteed to see loads of hot girls. All the types of guys that women like, I absolutely hate. That's why the world is shit. These types are breeding and choking out the decent people. All these types of guys that women like, I absolutely hate. I think you hate yourself, mate. It sounds like you're jealous of guys who are getting girls, but you can become that guy. So you shouldn't blame the world, because when you point 3 fingers to the world, 2 fingers at the world, 3 fingers point back at yourself. So yeah, it's not about being a decent person. It's about becoming the strongest version of yourself. And lots of guys blame society and they get jealous of other men, but instead of being jealous and butthurt about it, you should take responsibility for your own life and realize that you can change. You need to update your belief systems and you can become that guy. Yeah, there's no point in whining about it. You've just got to take action and stop. Don't play the victim card. I see you have a lot of physical books in the background. I guess you recommended the physical book than electronic. Yeah, I definitely prefer carrying, having physical books, because I just keep a copy. Yeah, these are not all my books, but yeah, I do read quite a lot. You can use Kindle as well, but I like Audible and just listening on the headphones, just when you're on the way to the gym. But yeah, these are not all my books. Some of them are, just some of them. I don't read that much, to be honest, anymore. I listen to more audiobooks. Yeah. So yeah, guys, that's a philosophy for life. Don't blame other people. Just take responsibility for yourself. No one is. You've got to save yourself. But yeah, I hope you guys are good. I'm actually going to be going on a date. I just hate men who are assholes getting women. I'm not jealous of good men. I hate men who are assholes getting women. Yeah, unfortunately, Elf, women love assholes. So yeah, you can be the nice guy or the bad boy. I recommend being in the middle, the nice bad boy. Street Attraction, read a lot of books. All right, that's good. You know, have to turn into an asshole. No, you don't need to be an asshole. You just need to learn certain characteristics: playful, teasing, challenging. Yeah, there's the extremes. You don't need to be a complete asshole. You just need to know certain characteristics that will turn women on. You need to be more seductive, basically. Yeah. How many dates a week do you get? Usually now I'm going on like 2 dates a week on average. Yeah, about 2 dates. It depends, because I'm focusing on other things. I'm working on other things as well. I'm working and doing online business. So yeah, usually 2 dates a week, but I have 3 or 4. But yeah, usually 2. But yeah, you can do the same, man. You can do the same. I'm actually going on a date later this evening with a girl from the infield, which I approached. I think women don't understand men the way men do. That's why women fall for shit, guys. Yeah, well, obviously men and women think very differently. They don't think the same. And what they find attractive, men don't find attractive. So yeah, they're not shit guys necessarily. Yeah. When you have a program, I will. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it. I'm actually going to I'm going to make a website soon. I need to get onto that. I've been very busy. But yeah, I want to let you guys know that in the future I'll be offering coaching, and I will come out with a program. And yeah, I've worked with Johnny Berber in the past. I've actually run London boot camps with him. So yeah, I've got more videos coming, more content to help you guys. I want to inspire you that you really can take control of your life, and you can live an abundant life. You can be going on 2 dates a week. You can create the kind of dream lifestyle that you want. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, Johnny. Yeah, of course, Johnny can do that, but he's changed his sort of direction of his channel, and yeah, yeah, that's just his choice. But yeah, I really respect Johnny, and we get on very well, and he's a great friend of mine. Yeah, let me know what you guys would like to. What kind of things would you like to see on my videos coming up? What are you interested to see? Oh yeah, Jay. I think you made a comment before about you'd like to see me approaching more different types of women. I've actually got that coming up. It's a bit of a surprise, but yeah. Basically, I went to London. I think it was 2 weeks ago. This is going to inspire you guys, and yeah, basically it's a same day lay with a Venezuelan girl. So I'll hopefully be editing that soon. It's a lot of editing to do with my friend, but hopefully it'll come out. So yeah, it's fucking crazy. Don't perpetuate the rise of Chad, Benny. Who's that? I don't know what that is. Jay, you based in America? You in USA? Sorry, there's a phone call. My younger brother loves older women. That's awesome, man. Yeah, my mate actually loves cougars as well, like older women. You know, some guys are just really into that. For me, I mean, I think it's kind of a fetish maybe, because I think obviously male biology is that we're generally attracted to younger, hotter, more fertile girls, ideally 18 to 23 or so. So I don't know. I don't really get why some guys are into the whole 30-something, 40-year-olds, but you know, that's just their preference, whatever. Typical asshole guy that women like. Yeah, man, you don't need to be an asshole, or you don't need to be a nice guy. It's just sort of learning to get the bad boy traits. So the nice bad boy, as Tom Chirero put it. You're in Florida. Yeah, Florida's awesome, man, isn't it? It's yeah, apparently it's a really, really nice place to do day game. Awesome weather. Yeah, I'd love to come to Florida. Actually, that'd be awesome. Older women take care of you mentally and physically better. I hope older women take care of you mentally and physically. No, I kind of say older women have more experience, and they're less demanding. They're more tolerant, because they now realize that their sexual market value has gone down, so they don't have all these demanding things that a 21-year-old girl would have. So they're more tolerating, and that's why they sort of put up with beta male guys. Yeah, obviously physically they're more experienced, which is great. That is definitely great. Yeah, I don't think you should ever let a woman take care of you. You've got to take care of yourself. But yeah, women, in my opinion, a woman is just there to complement your life. She should never be the focus of your life, and that's why guys go completely wrong. Women are just there to complement you. So that's why if you don't have a sense of direction and purpose, you're going to be very unattractive towards women. So guys who place their whole purpose in a woman, they come across terribly needy and stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great night. I'm just yeah, gonna do some work. I've got to do some phone calls after this, a lot of calls, and then yeah, going to meet a mate, and then go on a date later this evening with with the Brazilian girl from the infield. So yeah, that is pretty crazy. You know, I just want to show you guys that, you know, what you think is a shit approach can end up becoming a date. So just, this is the thing with day game in life. What you think was bad can actually be amazing, and what you think was an amazing approach, they can end up not coming out. So you just never know, guys. You just don't know. So go out, take action, try 20 approaches a week, try and maybe get a wingman. I'm quite surprised that my channel is, I'm not actually editing the videos. I've got a friend who does it for me, but he just keeps calling me now. He's called me 3 times. Make sure you use all your PUA skills to get make sure you use your yeah, guys, once you get the skill set down, it becomes natural. So in the beginning, you're going from unconscious competence, I don't know, there's like a scale, unconscious competence. Eventually you internalize all these things, so they just become natural. It becomes who you are. So yeah, you don't have to think about it. I get rejected the most from black women and Muslim women. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what your type is, but yeah, black women. It's good you go for black women. I mean, I don't know if you're white or where you're from. But yeah, keep going, guys, and yeah, don't let the rejection phase you. Just know, as your skills get better, you'll get less and less rejection. Okay. Yeah, black women is, I mean, not many guys approach them, so I mean, you're kind of yeah, I think they'll be very happy, because a lot of my black mates, they like white girls, or, you know, I don't know, Latinas and stuff, so I'm sure they'll be really flattered by that. I'll be at home. Okay. Yeah, guys, I also want to mention no fap. Just another thing that will really fucking get you good at day game is stop watching porn, stop masturbating. You've got to use that sexual energy and channel it into your gym, into your purpose, your business. You've got to channel it into meeting real life women, not just busting nuts all over yourself and wasting your energy. That energy is your life force. So in my opinion, it's very important to just completely eliminate porn and use that energy, channel it into day game, meeting real life women. Yeah, and it will give you many sexual dysfunctions as well. Like, you won't be turned on, you'll be desensitized to real life situations, and yeah, you'll generally be horny to go out and meet women. So yeah, keep going, guys, and I hope you have a great night. I'll be releasing more content soon, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. See you later.